Okay, I think we are good for now. So let's now remove the answers from our screen. So I'm simply gonna put display to none. If you want, you can do something else, so you can animate the moving of the questions when they expand and collapse. I don't want to waste time on that, so we will put display none, and now all of them are gone. And the way we are going to toggle them is with the class. We can say answer that has a class of active. Only that answer will have display block, like that. And to test that, we will put the active class on our first answer manually. So now that's it. We have only first showing up, and all the rest of them are hidden. Uh, as you can see, our height is now okay. We have I don't know if it's exactly like on the image, but I think it's good enough. I should leave it like that. Okay, what do we have to do next? We need to take care of our active states and also the responsive design. So let's do it. Okay, these are our active states. As far as I can see, we have only to take care of the question when it is hovered. We need to change the color of the question. Okay, so that's our H4 here. So we will say here underneath this, so question H4 when it's hovered, we will say color is our variable. Is it this grayish purple? Let's check. Mm, I'm not sure it's the right color. Yeah, I think that's it. And also one more thing I have to put here is our cursor to the pointer. So we will have this when you hover our questions. Okay, next we need to take care of our responsive design. So let's make this website looks good on big screens. Right now, this is how it looks. So let's take care of that. Okay, this is our desktop design. This is how the FAQ should look on desktop. So let's jump back to our code and we will put a media query. Let's say min width. Let's say 960 pixels. I think it's a good enough width. So this is our design for desktops. Okay, so let's take a look at what we need to change. So this is how our website looks like currently. So we need to change the background image. We need to lessen the width of our container, and then we'll see if we need to do some more changes. So I need to do it like this. So I will open another window and let's see. First thing first, on our body, we will change the background. So this time URL will be the slash, assets, images. So this desktop. Also, we need to put our color again, our light pink, and we'll say again no repeat. Okay, let's have a look. Yep, but I think we have an issue with this. As you can see, the background image is cut, so we need to put repeat, but only along x axis. So repeat x on our background. Okay, so now our image is filling up the whole space. Okay, next we are going to put the width on our container. In fact, we are going to do this here, not in our media query. We will just say max width. Let's say 700 pixels. Let's see how that looks like. I think it's too much. Yeah, definitely too much. We need to, let's say, 580 pixels. See now? No, this is too much still. Let's say 500. Don't do that to me. 520. Well, this is close enough. Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. Okay, let's see. Do we need to change the font size? I think my font size is good. The text is breaking at the right spots. Okay, I've noticed that this background image is higher here. Let's see if this is perfectly centered. I think it is our container perfectly centered. So what we can do, we can remove this image with background position. So let me close this. Right under the background, we'll say background position, and we'll say auto on x axis, and on the y axis we will move it by, let's say, 2 rem. So we need to move it up, so we need minus 2 rem. Let's have a look. No, it's not there. Minus 10 rem, maybe. Oh, it's not working. Why is it not working? Let's put 0 here. Oh yeah, now it's working. Ooh, too much. Let's put, let's say 5, minus 5 rem. Minus 4 rem. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna waste more time with that. Okay, I think we finally finished our CSS. Yay! Wow, that was a lot more time than I expected. So let's move now to our JavaScript and do fun stuff. Let's make this whole thing function. So we need to uh, uh, expand our questions when we click on this, and also we need to take care of our keyboard events and all the good stuff. Not so fast. Upon closer inspection, I've noticed some more stuff I need to do within my media query. This here is too small. In the design, it's much bigger, so I need to increase the font and also the image, and it's a slightly bigger border radius than on mobile, and also I've noticed some subtle box shadow around the container. So let's take care of all of that before we continue. So within our media query, I will select our container, and I'll say border radius 1 rem. It was 10 pixel before. We'll put 1 rem, and I'll say box shadow. We'll do 0 and 0 for the offset, and we'll do, let's say, 10 pixel for the blur, and we'll do our, is it a dark purple? Let's say grayish purple. In fact, I need to make this grayish purple. No, let's take this color. No, not cut, but copy. I need to. The reason I'm not using the variable like this is because I have to put some opacity. I'm sure there is a way to achieve that with HSL colors, but I'm not an expert on that, so I will instead turn it into RGB and put also A, which stands for opacity, and we will do very, very opaque color. Okay, I can live with that. We have some subtle shadow. I'm not sure it's the right color, but okay, I can live with that. I don't want. I wasted a lot of time. I don't want to lose much more time. Let's just take care of the icon and H1, and then we can jump to our JavaScript. Okay, so let's see. It was FA. No, it was H1 div. H1. So let's put font size, let's say 3 rem, and also on the image inside this div, I believe we put a width of 1.5 rem. We will just cancel that limitation and put the width back to auto, and let's see. Yeah, it's a much bigger font, and the image, the star is much bigger. Let's see. Okay, I can live with that. I will just lessen the padding because now it's too big. So let's put on the H1 div, we had padding bottom, I believe. We put, it was 1.5, I will put it to 1 rem now. Okay. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna leave it like that. I know this is not the right box shadow, but who cares? Not me. Okay, let's jump into our JavaScript. Okay, finally. So, what we need to do? We need to put event listeners first on when our question is clicked. In fact, H4. So we're going to select all over h4s and put event listeners when they are clicked. Okay, let's see how can we do that. Okay, in our JavaScript, we are going to make a variable called questions, which will be document query selector all, because we have more questions. We need to select all of them. Let's see. We don't have a class on our h4, so we should put the class. Never mind. We will do that question h4, which will select all over h4s. Okay. Now let's subscribe to the click event on those h4s. So we will say questions dot for each. So we are using for each loop, which will put the event listener for every question. Okay, so we say for each, let's say, question, we are going to run an arrow function. So we are looping through each questions, and for each question, we need to add event listener. We will be listening for a click, and when this click happens, we need to do something. Okay. So what we need to do, because we need the same thing to happen at on click and also on keyboard events, I will create a separate function for that, because if it wasn't only it for a click, I will do it here, right here, the logic, but because we need to reuse this function, we will actually make a function, and so let's call this function toggle FAQ, one word. Okay, because that's what we need to do when the question is clicked. So above that, we will create the function called toggle FAQ, like that. Okay, so let's think about what we need to achieve when the question is clicked. Let's have a look at our HTML. So this is our question. In fact, H4. We are selecting our H4s. So when this H4 is clicked, we need to toggle the active class on the answer. But the problem is that H4 is here and our answer is here. So we need to go from this H4 one level up to select the parent element, which is the class question, and then to target its sibling, which is the class answer. Okay, so we could put this HTML to be a lot easier for us in JavaScript, but no big deal, we can achieve that inside our JavaScript. So this function needs an argument, okay, which will be the question that has been clicked. So let's say this argument will be named Q. Okay, so when the Q is clicked, we'll say first, like we said, we need to target the parent element. So it will be parent node. That's the way to do that in JavaScript. And then its sibling will be get by next element sibling. I don't have auto-completion here. I hope I wrote this correct. Okay, so what we are doing when we get next element sibling, we need to toggle the class. So we will say class list dot toggle, and we will be toggling the class of active. Okay, let's see if this will work. Okay, also let's hope it will work. So when I click this right now, it should collapse because it will this already has a class of active. So when this is clicked, it should collapse. It will remove the class of active unless like this rest of the three questions, they don't have a class of active, and when we click on them, it should be the class should be added and they should expand if we did the right thing. So this is the test. Let's try it out. Not working. Okay, as I suspected. Okay, so let's inspect our browser and see what's wrong. We have some errors in our console. Okay, cannot read properties of undefined. Reading next element sibling. Okay, let's have a look at what went wrong. Yeah, uh, I can see where is the problem. We made a silly mistake. In fact, I did, not you. Okay, so what we did is we are forwarding q as an argument to the our toggle faq function, but here we are just calling the function without the argument, which is wrong. We cannot do that like this. Instead of that, we will say when the click happens, we will make an anonymous arrow function. Oops, not square brackets, sorry. Curly brackets. Okay. So now inside the body of this function, we will be calling toggle FAQ, and as an argument, we will pass the questions. The question which is argument here in our for each loop, because let's recap what we are doing. Okay, this is question is an array of our h4s. Okay, so for each h4, which is this question, we are adding the event listener on a click event, and what we are doing, we are calling toggle FAQ function and passing this question, which is our h4. I'm sorry. So inside this question, this function, we are accessing the parent node, then next element sibling, and then we are toggling the class of active. So now, if we save this, something is not saved. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look now, and let's see if we will be successful. So when I click here, it should collapse. Let's check. Yes, we did it. Here, 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 here. So now we have all of the answers expanded, and again, hop, 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 hop. Now all of them are collapsed. Okay, our function is working. So let's see what else we need to achieve. We need to change this icon. So whenever this is clicked, it should reflect on the icon. So when we expand, the icon should be minus, and when it is expanded, the icon should be or the other way around. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, let's see how can we achieve that.